Hey there, guys. You're listening to your hometown station, KHTS, the My Doc Dukov Show.
That's right. I'm Dr. Gregory Jenkins, and I'm here with Flynn Beck, my favorite comedian.
Yay!
But actually, she's a lot more than just a comedian.
Heck yes.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, she's throwing a function on June 27th. Is that right?
Yep, a charity event at the Improv on Melrose.
The Improv. Now, how many comedian stores do they have on Sunset?
There's two,
Three, right?
two main ones. It's the Laugh Factory and the Comedy Store.
Okay.
And the Improv is on Melrose.
Okay, down there.
Yep,
Gotcha.
in Hollywood, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that's good. We can go for dinner.
Yes. Actually, I will say one of the benefits of going to see a show at the Improv is it's a 2-item minimum.
Mm-hmm.
So you can order like a chopped salad and like a glass of wine if you want. Mm-hmm. So your 2 items can go towards the food. So that's kind of a cool thing.
The other place has 2 cocktails.
Yes, and so if you get food, it doesn't count. So that's
Right.
one of the benefits of the Improv.
And don't forget, at the other place, the place we're not going to, they have all the gratuities included. So don't drink 2 drinks and have some food and then try to give a tip on top of it.
Look at Doc looking
Yeah.
out for your pocketbook.
I'm just a fast learner.
There you go. I don't know. You have to let me know if the Improv, if they include the gratuity.
Okay, well, I'll let you know.
Okay, perfect.
So today we're going to be talking about a relationship. So you're in the relationship.
Well, you said I was more than just a comic. What do you mean by that? I want to hear more.
You're a producer. You're writing your own show. You're a
Talk show?
Talk show host. You've interviewed some famous people. Tell them.
Yeah. Jeffrey Tambor?
Jeffrey Tambor.
Yes. I have Arrested Development, The Larry Sanders Show, and most famous right now for Transparent. It's a wonderful show on Amazon. Are you guys familiar with it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's about basically it's the focus is on being transgender. And so it's kind of a double entendre, transparent. Like she has a trans parent,
Right.
and he's also becoming transparent.
That's a great name.
Yeah,
That's a great
it is
naming.
good, right?
Yeah,
she's so talented.
Did you already copyright that? Too late.
Too late. Yes. But I'm also, I would say, a dating expert. Wouldn't you agree?
I think from the last visit you were here, we talked about some expert advice you gave us.
Yes, I have been in the dating field for a while, and also have had the opportunity to go on all the websites, eHarmony, Match.com.
Don't forget your J date you went on.
Yes, J-Date, of course. That was the first one I went on. Yes, I crushed J-Date, even though I'm not Jewish.
Right. Well, that's okay. I had a patient today, and she's Catholic. No, she's Catholic, yeah. And her last name is Greek, has a Greek name.
Oh, okay.
She says, I just want to meet a nice Jewish guy and get married.
Tell her to go on J-Date.
I told her that. I said, you go to Chabad or go to the temple or go to synagogue someplace and start in the process of changing. Because they're going to want you to be Jewish before you get married.
Right, but that takes a little bit of time. I mean, you're right. It's smart to get ahead of the game.
Right. Because you may find somebody just got back from someplace and wants to get married also.
True. No, you're not giving bad advice.
I know.
And there's also some new ones that I just recently got on Tinder, Bumble, and Coffee Meets Bagel.
You told me about the Coffee Meet Bagel, yeah?
Yeah.
The Tinder is the flip right or left one, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And I think we discussed it last time I was here. It's been about 3 weeks. But I don't know. We're kind of on the fence if it's truly a hookup site or if it's a site to meet people.
I mean, like a real site to meet people to have real dates. I think it's both.
Yeah. Didn't we get your point of view on that last time? Didn't you say?
I think so, yeah.
What did you think it was? You can remind me? What do you think Tinder is?
I mean, it's supposed to be a dating site, but I'm not really sure. I think my conclusion was I don't know what it is because some people do end up meeting people that they date for a while. Some people don't.
Right.
Right.
Well, that's kind of life,
one
right?
Of those, yeah.
Because you could go to a bar and meet a really cute chick, and it could just be like a drink. It
Or
could
even
be
not cute.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, are you guys familiar with this new animated show? It's kind of has to do with dating. It's called Archer.
New.
Do you guys know it?
New.
It's new to me. It's been around for like 6 seasons, right?
Flynn. Yeah, it's like 6 seasons now. Yeah, I love.
Do you like it?
Archer, not Green Arrow, but
It's funny, right?
no.
I love Archer. I think it's hilarious.
How come I just now found out about it?
Where you been? You don't watch FX?
Apparently not. I used to watch Nip Tuck, and that was FX, right?
That was a great show. That was a great show.
Oh, that make you laugh?
Because that show is insane.
You liked it?
I think it was fun.
I liked it. It was just.
How about the
so
one?
out
How
of
about did you
control.
see the one where the doctor goes out? He meets 2 women. They're both attractive, kind of look like each other a little bit. Takes them back to the place, and it's a mother-daughter trying to have sex with the doctor.
Did they succeed?
They did, yeah.
Did he enjoy the mother more or the daughter more?
You know, I don't remember that part of it.
You enjoy.
I think he waived his copayment next time.
Oh, there you go. I got to tell you, of course, it's anything doc related, you like it. So on Archer, I learned something new last night, and you guys probably know we've got a woman here in the room, but Archer is a total dog, right? Yeah. Total player, and he like hits on unattractive women the more drunk he gets, and the little comment he makes is, "It's all the same when you're in a room and it's dark," and I don't know. Maybe I'm again late to the game, but is that really how men feel? Like once the lights are off, it's all the same thing?
No.
No, they don't think that.
Some do.
Some drunk ones do.
That's like a player at a whole new level, right? Or what is that?
That's at least 3-star player.
I just was like, that's awful. Women don't feel that way. I mean, I can speak for me, and it's not that way. So when I heard him say that, I was kind of like, that's kind of dark. Like, if that's really how a man feels.
I haven't seen the show, but it sounds kind of an odd show.
It's very odd, but it's funny.
Funny's
it's clever.
Good. Funny's
yeah.
good. Clever's even better.
So I'm learning some things about men on Archer, and then Archer like lies all the time, and he like has women all over. He's like he's total dirtbag, right? Is he a dirtbag? Okay, and
he's the same guy that takes his lab results to see if he has HIV, gonorrhea, etc., and he changes the date on it whenever he needs it.
Oh God, do you guys do that?
No, but I'm just thinking.
Oh no,
Archer would.
I don't even think he. I don't think he even bothers.
Maybe it's a new website. You can just say, you just send us your name and your money, and we'll send you a certificate that you're safe.
Oh yeah, you want to get into that topic, don't you?
No, I'm just thinking it's just a typical Archer thing.
I don't think Archer doesn't even bother, and then he brags about how he has condoms, but he never uses them. He's awful. He's awful, but it's funny. It's like right. It's like it's hilarious, but it's yeah. And he listen to the section. Oh, he said that he lies 95% of the time, and he says the trick is just to be vague, just be vague about everything. And I'm like,
wow.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay.
But I was thinking about something.
Yes, I want to hear.
Talking about these Archer hookups. So let's say you're dating.
Okay.
And you decide you really want to become intimate.
Okay.
And you want to have a conversation with your future partner. You know, what do you talk about? Let's go to bed. Let's have sex. You on top, I'm on bottom. How do you bring up the topics in a relationship that you want to do when you become intimate?
Well, that's a two-part question.
Okay.
Do you first want to talk about what position? Yeah, we do. Do you first want to talk about like positions and ways in which you can climax, or do you want to talk about are we both clean? Are we going to be exclusive? Is this a casual thing? Like which question? Because that's kind of two different things, right?
Yeah, I think the first part of it is the administrative part of it. You know? Let me see your papers.
Yeah.
Your passport.
Yeah. I personally think that, you know, I don't know. I think nowadays, if you say you're dating, it just is assumed you're sleeping together, where that's not really what I'm used to. And, you know, when I grew up, if you're dating somebody, maybe you're kissing, holding hands, and not to sound innocent, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going.
Well, eventually most relationships get to that point.
Well,
sometimes
don't.
on the first date, sometimes later.
I've never had, actually, let's just go here. Have you ever had a one-night stand?
No.
Either have I. That doesn't remotely appeal to me. Like, I just have never had one. I never want one. That just, that doesn't appeal to me remotely.
How about when you were in college?
Never. I've never had a one-night. I've had a one-kiss stand. I've had a dry hump stand where I dry humped a guy and kissed a guy.
Don't forget the whiskey finger thing.
That
was a different
God.
story. Yeah.
Oh no, that was a guy that I went on like 4 or 5 dates with.
Okay.
Remember? And he fell asleep.
He fell asleep with his finger there.
With his right middle finger inserted up my
drunk.
vaginal canal. Yeah.
He was drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was like the 5th date.
Is that like you slowly take the hand out and put it on the pillow and sneak out of the house?
I didn't know what to do. I personally, I have my opinions on that, but I don't think we want to go there.
Okay, well, we don't want the visual, okay?
No, I was just gonna say I don't think I'm exactly sure what team he was on.
Oh, so he wanted to go to sleep.
Well, I don't know.
Did you meet his mom?
No, I didn't meet his mom, but like Justin. So if you're buzzed and you're tired and you've gone out with a girl like 4 or 5 times and you've been trying to get somewhere with her and she finally throws you a bone and says, okay, she lets you touch her cookie. Do you fall asleep?
No.
Yeah, okay. And if you fall asleep after complaining that you want a little action and you've had a couple drinks, what would that lead the girl to believe?
That the guy is insane.
Or maybe that he's not on the same team? Or that he's on.
If I'd go there, but because that doesn't quite coincide.
Okay. I like it that Justin keeps it real. He doesn't like sugarcoat anything. He just like says, nope, yep, like I like that.
Okay.
Actually, so speaking of Justin's being straightforward, I think one of the important things you talk about before you get intimate is you be straightforward.
I think so too, but I think you have to talk about things that one person thinks is regular, and one person thinks that is weird. And
Okay, I need all of y'all opinion on
Okay.
this. Okay, so I went back on Tinder just for the, I don't know, for the kick of it. And this guy called me and he was like, I'm 5'7", I weigh 115 pounds. Is that okay? And I'm like, yeah, he was telling me all of his stats. And then he goes, I'm not bisexual.
I'm not bisexual?
Yeah, I've never in my life had a guy tell me he wasn't bisexual.
That's a very strange thing to say.
So what does that make you think, Justin?
I think he's just a cute kid. He's 5'7", 150 pounds, little tiny skins, or maybe he's
He might be trying to hide something.
He's transparent.
What do you, yeah, I think he's trying to say maybe he is, right? That's what I think.
Yeah.
You don't lead with, oh, I'm 5'7", I'm 120 pounds, and I'm not bisexual. I mean, and I said to him, like, he's like, are you okay? I go, that just gives me pause. In all my years of dating, you know, going back to like, you know, kindergarten when I was holding hands or whatnot, you know, no guy has ever said I'm not bisexual.
That sounds like an odd guy. Did you call him and say, okay, let's go out?
No, it was a one time.
Aren't you just curious?
He was handsome. And then he was Muslim. He was celebrating, what do you call that right now this
Ramadan.
month? Yeah. And then one other thing he said that was kind of giving me pause, because we got a woman here. He said, you know, I don't know if you're one of those girls that needs lots of attention, but like, this is like this wasn't even a first date. This is a first phone call. And he said, there'll be times sometimes when I won't be able to you'll be able to get a hold of me.
Uh-oh.
And I said, like for like a weekend or like a week? He's like, no, just for like a day.
Could be just for a class, taking a class.
Well, he said he's working. And I said, well, I just never had a guy tell me that. And he said, well, you know, some guys have like other families or other relationships.
This guy's so bogus.
Justin, what do you think?
Hold on.
Oh,
You guys go.
okay. Yeah, so Doc, what do you think?
I think he's so bogus that he has all these things. Don't forget, I probably am gay,
Yeah,
and I probably do have another family, but I'm not going to tell you about them. And I have another job
yeah.
that I can't tell you about.
Oh, yeah, it's another thing he said.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that, Doc. He said, my day job is I'm a trader. What's his night job? Why did he say my day job?
Maybe it's like Uber.
Yeah, it
Something.
was weird. And he's like, my night job. And I go, what's your night? He's like, I don't have a night job. But he's like, I want to be a comedian. And then I was almost like, does he want to be in my show or something?
That's how I got hold of you, probably. Yeah.
You think he wants to be in my show?
You probably found your name and ran it against the websites, and
Well, it says on there that I produce comedy at the Comedy Store.
then he should just go there.
Well, yeah, I think yeah. Anyway, that was my weird segue.
So
Sorry.
sell him some tickets for 27.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
So I don't think I answered your question, Doc, did I?
I don't think so.
Well, you tell me. So if you meet a girl, you've gone on a couple dates, you'd like to take it to the next level, what do you say? What do you do? You're a doctor?
Well, I think you should come up sometime before it happens.
Okay, right.
Before it happens, and you have to get to a agreement. Something's going to happen, and you have to get to agreement. What's going to happen?
But does that take all the spontaneity away?
I
No,
don't
sometimes,
know.
sometimes-
I don't usually talk like that. So I don't know.
Sometimes it's like, don't touch that. Don't even go down there. There's a sign that says exit only.
Oh.
Things like that.
Oh, you want to go anal? Is that where you
No,
want
I'm
to
just saying
go?
as an example.
Well, I think probably what the millennials do, I'm guessing, is that they just use condoms, so they don't have to have the conversation.
Oh, you're staring at us, huh?
Well, I'm just thinking, do you have a conversation about an AIDS test and getting blood work, or do you just use a condom?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, I would agree with McKenna. McKenna's over here. Sorry, she's not on the microphone. But
Should we give McKenna a mic?
if she'd like to, it's up to you guys.
McKenna, do you want to join in? Yeah. Okay, let's come on, join us. So McKenna, I'm assuming is a millennial. Is that a safe assumption?
If you're born
Okay.
before 83 or something like that. I'm sorry. Get in?
Okay. So
thanks.
millennial's gonna millennia.
I'm gonna-
She's gonna join us, and we're gonna get her POV on this. So, Doc, what did I say, Doc or Greg?
Anything you want.
So,
I'm here.
Doc basically is wondering if you millennials are saying, "Hey, let's look at our blood work. Should we do this?"
I mean, we're definitely not mentioning blood work. That's a little bit of a turnoff, I think.
Hey, how's your blood work look?
Yeah. So what type are
Are
you?
your white blood cells doing well?
Yeah.
No, the whole condom thing, we don't. I think if you're drunk, you don't ask if someone has a condom.
You just do it without a condom?
Well, it depends on how drunk or not you are. Definitely. And I think when you're in that mood, you want to talk about things as little as possible. So maybe just like, condom? Question mark? And then, the guy grabs it, and then that's the end of that conversation. We're not talking.
Okay, but on that note, McKenna,
Yes.
I want to say Melania. I don't know why.
That's weird.
Isn't that the name of our?
She's not a Trump.
Yeah. Yes. But then, what about if you're going to be engaged in oral activity?
Whether we talk about condoms?
Just want to know what do you do with condoms on that?
That's a good question. I feel like, if you're going down on a guy, I feel like most of the time you don't ask about a condom. At least I know you're supposed to, but I feel like a lot of people don't think that way, or a lot of millennials don't think that way orally. Sex, definitely, it's in our minds. We know we should use condoms. Everyone, well,
Why-
not everyone. I don't want to say everyone, but
Why do you feel like you should use condoms with sex? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
STDs.
Right. Good. Because people say pregnancy, and I'm like,
No.
yeah. Right. But you can contract STDs orally, can't you?
Yes, you can.
And which ones can you contract?
Gonorrhea, and I don't know about chlamydia, but I guess it's possible, and also herpes.
And what about AIDS?
Nah, I don't. I have to research, but I don't think so. It doesn't seem possible.
You have to research. I'm sure you've researched that already.
Not about oral AIDS transmission.
Do you think it's rare?
It have to be very rare. But usually, some of the reasons people get HIV is because of the tissue damage. So usually, with your mouth, there's not that much tissue damage.
So that's why if you're going to be anal, then you have to for sure use a condom if you're going to do anal
That's right,
sex,
yeah.
correct? Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
We got 1 more minute before we take a break.
Okay.
But I think we have to have a whole nother show on just on the. We did a very long time ago when we first opened. We did a show about what's the chance of getting this from this and the chance from that and that.
Oh, wow.
And what's if you have no condom, what's the chance of getting from somebody else? And how many times you have to have sex before you strike out and you get it?
Oh, yeah, that's interesting.
That's good stuff. That'd
Yeah.
be good comedy store stuff.
No, I think that'd just be interesting. I
Yeah.
don't think it's comedic. I think it's enlightening.
Yeah, it's informative.
Yeah. I would like to hear
It's
about
different for
that.
some of these shows that we've been doing lately, right? But I think we should take a break here with Flynn, Beck, and McKenna. We'll be right back. You're on your hometown station, KHTS. 298-5487 is our number. Please give us a call.